All right, welcome. Hey guys, congratulations, you made it. You know, you just never know sometimes. What you're going to hear about tonight is a business that has grown 900% over the past 12 months. You're getting this information before 99.9% of the people on the planet. Thank the person that suggested that you take a look. They did you a huge favor. You might not know that yet, but they did you a huge favor. You're going to hear about a near miraculous product that is changing lives around the globe. So let's go. We've got about 30 minutes, and I want to get right to the meat of the information. Like I said, welcome. Hopefully, it could be your financial independence day. In the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can start a global business from the comfort of your home and create a 5, 6, 7-figure annual residual income over the next 3 to 5 years. Now, if that's something you're interested in doing, then stick around. It's going to be awesome. You're going to have a lot of great information. So buckle up. We got a lot of things to cover. My name is Chuck Hansen. I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina, right over on the East Coast on the Atlantic Ocean. And I've been in the network marketing industry, as you see there, for well over 3 decades now. I've earned over $15 million. I've built teams all over the globe, done tens of thousands of meetings, and I'm really loving technology, right? It's not as good as being there in person, but it's almost as good. I was semi-retired up until May of 2018, and I'll tell you more about that later. I'm a Valentus triple diamond, and on my way to the next stage. Never thought that I would ever be in network marketing. You see, I owned an advertising agency. I had 125 employees. I had huge clients like Marriott Corporation and Norwegian Cruise Line, and the list goes on. And a friend of mine drugged me off to a meeting. Actually, he kidnapped me. He lied to me, told me he was going to buy me dinner, and he didn't. And we wound up going to a cocktail party. And in that cocktail party, I found people that didn't look particularly smart. We were in Memphis, Tennessee. That didn't look particularly smart, and it had nothing to do with Memphis. Don't get me wrong. It's just this group of people, and but what I discovered was that there were a lot of people in there. Most of them were making more money monthly than I was making annually in my business that I had, worked at, heart and soul for 16 years. So I paid close attention to what was going on. So before we begin, I decided to put this in here. It's really a talk about you. And if you wanted to, chat me over the answers or text me over the answers later or email them to me, it'd be interesting. So, the first thing I wanted to ask is, are you a self-starter? It's critical, right? You consider yourself an entrepreneur? Just a few questions that I'm kind of curious about. Are you worth more than what you're currently earning? That's a good question. Are you worth more than what you're currently earning? Are you teachable? Are you coachable? That's a good place to be. How much money would you like to earn? If you could just write down a number, how much money would you like to earn? Do you enjoy helping people? Are you a people person, right? I guess that's a good way to put that. You like to travel. If you do, this could be the right business for you. So, how much money would change your life? Just a number. How much money would change your life? So, hey, I want to talk to you about living your dream. Hopefully you are living your dream. If you're not, then I'm going to give you some information that could have a huge impact on making that possible. I want you living in your dream house, right? I want you driving your dream car or cars. I want you going on your dream vacations. And in order to do that, if you're not doing that right now, there's something that's holding you back, right? It's got to be time, money, or fear, or the combination of all of those. And if you want your life to change, then you've got to change. You've got to change some things in your life. You've got to step out of your comfort zone. And you know what? If there's millions of people in this industry that have done it, I know you can do it. If I've done it, you can do it. If Rick Gerals has done it, you can do it. John Herenza has done it, you can do it. So nothing would make me happier than to see you living your dream. That would really be the ultimate. So I want you to just, stay tuned here. I want to turn on Les Brown. And Les has got a great story that I want you to hear. It's all about cultivating your dream, and that things don't happen instantly. And I'll explain what that picture is over there in a second.
In the Far East, they have something that's called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow. They have to water and fertilize the ground where it is every day. And it doesn't break through the ground until the 5th year. But once it breaks through the ground, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or 5 years? The answer is obvious. It grows 90 feet tall in 5 years, because at any time had that person stopped watering and nurturing and fertilizing that dream, that bamboo tree would have died in the ground. And I can see people coming out talking to a guy out there watering and fertilizing the ground that's not showing anything. Hey, what you doing? You've been out here a long time, man. And the conversation in the neighborhood is, you growing a Chinese bamboo tree, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Well, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see ain't nothing showing. So how long you been working on this? How long have you been working on your dreams? And you have nothing to show. This is all you got to show. People gonna do that to you. And some people, ladies and gentlemen, they stop. Because they don't see instant results. It doesn't happen quickly. They stop. Oh, no. You got to keep on watering your dream. That is not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. A lot of things are going to happen that will catch you off guard. And so therefore you've got to deal with and handle it as it comes. And not only that, but that faith and patience drives you into action. You've got to keep moving and keep plugging away. See, during those hard times, we didn't know how you're going to make payroll. During those times when you failed and things didn't work out, they were nowhere to be found. But you know what I discovered? When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Oh, it's sweet to you. It's good to you. Why? See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, see, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. Oh, it's something that you get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. And people know that you know what life is, that you have embraced life. You knew it was hard, but you did it hard.
Well, like I said, I'm going to explain that picture. That's Diamond Dell over there in Maui, in front of a grove of Chinese bamboo trees. Right? So I wanted you to see that there are actually Chinese bamboo trees. So, cultivating your dream. I've been working on my dream for 50 years. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, lived with my father, with my 3 brothers and sisters, and in a 1-bedroom basement apartment. And I knew right then and there that I didn't want to do and wind up like he wound up, dying at age 52. Didn't want to do that. So I was always looking for something else. And, that's what I'm going to encourage you to do. And I'm hoping that this is not your life that I'm about to explain, but, unfortunately, it is the lives of most people, right? They work 40 hours a week, maybe more. 50 weeks a year. They might get a couple of weeks off for vacation. They're underpaid. They're overworked, right? 2,000 hours a year at a job that they hate, life-sucking job that's just pulling the energy out of them. You dread going to work on Monday because, you got the next 5 days to look forward to or not look forward to. And 2,000 hours a year, 40 years of working, your lifespan working 80,000 hours. I mean, that's almost mind-blowing, right? So 80,000 hours in a lifetime of work. And maybe you're just getting started. Maybe you're halfway through that. Maybe you're all the way through that, wondering how in the world you're going to retire, at 40% of what you used to make, for the next 20 years. So your earnings are based 100% on your efforts, no leverage whatsoever. You don't work, you don't get paid, right? I mean, that's nuts, folks. That's what they taught us in school, right? They taught us to trade our time for money. And I'm telling you right here, there's just not enough time to be able to trade it for money to get you where you want to go. If you have any dreams whatsoever, you've got to do something else. There is a better way. You're never going to be wealthy working for somebody else. I mean, just take that to the bank. You've got to start your own business. You've got to be your own boss. You've got to learn how to use leverage. I've taught people all over the globe how to build organizations. I built organizations to over 400,000 people, and I did that by teaching people a very simple concept about building a group of 10. It's everybody can build a group of 10 people. No time limit, just build a group of 10 people. They go out and then they build a group of 10 people. You got 100 people now on your team. You got a small little team going, right? 100 people work 20 hours a week, very part-time. That's 2,000 hours. Your team just did in a week what it would have taken you a year to do by yourself. So you're starting to get the idea of what leverage is all about. John D. Rockefeller said this: I'd rather earn 1% off of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. Yeah, absolutely right. I'd rather earn 1% off of 400,000 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts all day long. That's why I got into this industry. And that's why I've earned the kind of money that I've earned. So, hey, it's all about residual income. Now, if you're not a movie star, if you're not a songwriter, if you don't have, those kind of things going for you, where you get residuals from replays and songs that you've written and so on and so forth, this is the closest thing to that, right? It's repeat sales of products that people love. And I'm going to tell you about a product here that I'll probably be consuming for my whole entire life. But that's why consumable products work so well in network marketing. So my good friend Art Jonak wrote this. He said, if you understood residual income, you'd walk through a brick wall to get it. Absolutely right. This is the kind of stuff that they should have taught in school that they don't teach you, because they wanted a whole bunch of people out there working, right? Trading their time for money, just barely getting by, always, more a month at the end of the money. So, if you don't want the next 10 years to be like the last, now think about it. Think about the last 10 years. If you don't want your future, the next 10 years to be like your last 10 years, you've got to do something different. So this is the opportunity that you may have been looking for. I wasn't looking for it, but it found me anyway. And I'm going to tell you about that. In fact, it's the best opportunity I've seen in my 3 decades in this industry. It's a company called Valentus. They're headquartered in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And Dave launched the company in 2014. I've known Dave for about 8 years. I was in the room when he announced the fact that he was going to start a network marketing company. I kind of smiled, looked over at him and said, yeah, good luck. I know what the fatality rate is. I've seen it too many times. But something happened. I was the fattest that I had ever been last May, January, February, March, April, May. And, I was flying around the globe. I was eating too much, too often, and too well. And my waistline kept expanding, right? I kept, adding weight. I couldn't figure it out. I guess it was I was eating too much. But I got a call from Dave, right? Dave and Rick Geralds, and they said, Chuck, we've got this amazing weight loss coffee. You won't believe the testimonials. This stuff is awesome. You got to listen to this call. And I said, okay, guys, I'll listen to the call. I'll do that. I listened to the call. I called him back. Hey, sounds exciting. Yeah, come on and join us. Come on and join us. No, listen, I'm not doing that. I'll buy some coffee. Thank you very much. And I'll drink it and I'll get back to you. Well, I got my coffee, started drinking 2 cups of coffee every morning, and accidentally got on a scale. I noticed the scale didn't tip up to where I thought it should go to, and went home and weighed myself again. And sure enough, I had lost 9 pounds the first week. Didn't even know that I lost 9 pounds. I got excited at that point and said, this is pretty good. I lost 18 pounds the first month. Now my clothes were all fitting again, and I had new hopes and aspirations, right, of actually losing the weight that I had gained. I was 215. So I could set my goal at 175. And I called Dave up and I said, Dave, I don't know what's in this coffee, but I'm grabbing an airplane ticket and I'm coming to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I want to spend a couple of days with you. He welcomed me. He said, come on, and went up there, and I did a forensic investigation, an analogy of, an analysis of what Valentus is, where they were in their growth cycle. And, I found a company that was almost 4 years old that had done $80 million worth of business. Now another over $100 million worth of business. Now they'll be 5 years old in just a few days, actually on the 20th of July. They've got a global seamless compensation plan, which doesn't mean a lot to a lot of people, but I'll tell you what that means in layman terms. That means that you can sponsor and refer people anywhere on the globe. Wherever that happens to be, you can sponsor and enroll people, and we can send them product to consume, right? Our first global office is in the Philippines. Just saw the license that was just issued by the Philippines, the FDA there. So we're shipping products globally. And, like I said, I've known Dave for about 8 years. He has experience in this industry. He was and has built large organizations in network marketing. And, it was a great time that I spent, and I really dug into where the company is. I made a decision right then and there that I needed to go to work because, quite frankly, it had all the signs of 3 other companies that I was part of where I made millions of dollars because of the timing involved. And I'm going to explain what that timing looks like. Here's what happened. I got started in June. In May of 2018, the company did $700,000 in business. Over the next 12 months, they did $7 million. They grew to $7 million a month in business. Folks, that is not an illusion, right? This is the beginning of something called momentum, which is absolutely phenomenal. If you've never experienced momentum, you're about to if you get involved in Valentus. 900% growth. People don't understand that is just rocket ship growth, right? 900% growth. So why is Valentus exploding? Because they address 2 huge problems. First problem is people don't make enough money. The average income is $35,000 a year in the U.S. market and less other places. A person only earns $1.4 million in their lifetime, about $17.50 an hour. Half of the baby boomers that are retiring don't have enough money. They got less than 10 grand in the bank, right? So they're never going to quit working. They're going to have to continue working forever. The American household debt has skyrocketed, just soared to $13.54 trillion as of last quarter. And the other problem that they're addressing is people being overweight. I mean, just like I was, 215. Now, after a year of drinking this near miraculous coffee, I'm 175. In fact, I was 175.5 this morning. My clothes all fit. In fact, most of them are now too big, so I've had to buy clothes that are smaller, which is a good thing. I avoided knee replacement surgery because I took 400 pounds of pressure off of my left knee that my orthopedic doctor was just prepping me for replacement as we were injecting it with all kinds of things. So here's what's happened. This is what got me excited. Two gigantic multi-billion-dollar industries colliding together, coffee and weight loss. I mean, how great is that? Everybody drinks coffee. Almost everybody is overweight. Or even if they're not overweight, they'd like to lose a few pounds, right? I mean, even the thinnest female that I've ever seen say, well, I'd like to lose it 2 or 3 pounds. 2 or 3 pounds. I've eaten a steak that big, right? So it's kind of funny, but that's what got me excited. And when I tried the coffee, I got instant results. I knew something was happening instantly inside of me. I had plenty of energy. I had no jitters. I had no increase in heart rate. I had total focus and concentration. I do all my best work in the morning because I just finished 2 cups of coffee. I'm just finishing an iced coffee right now, the last little bit of it. But I mean, that's kind of what I do. I had no appetite and no cravings to eat sweets and carbs and all those other things that do nothing but put weight on you. So that's what got me excited. And, all I can say is let's go make some money, right? I mean, this is awesome. Why Valentus? Why now? It's all about timing. This is the main, yes, the company is great. Yes, the products are wonderful, but this is really the reason I got involved was the right timing. You see, companies go through different stages. They go through a startup or a formulation. They go through a concentration stage. They go through a momentum stage, maybe, and then they go into a stability stage. And like I put here, 98% of, I told you the fatality, right? The fatality of startups, 98%, not just in network marketing, but all companies, they're just underfunded, no experience, just a lot of reasons people go out of business. But, Dave made it through all of that. He made it through that concentration stage. So, and momentum is one of those, illusions, it's like a mirage, basically, because a lot of companies talk about it, but they never really get there. They grow, but they don't grow at the rate that I'm going to show you what really a momentum stage looks like. They grow, but, it happens, momentum happens because product stories and income stories start to drive the market. When you have a product that gets instant results and does it over and over and over and over again, just like our product has, and people start to make money just like our product, just like our people are, then it attracts more and more and more people. So it usually starts, in that $3-4 million a month range, and it really starts going vertical in that 10, 11, 12 million dollar a month range when it really starts going vertical. So here's where we're at, right? We're at 7 million a month. It started back in May 20th of 2018. We've grown by $4.5 million in sales over the last 120 days. We're on target to do 50 million in 2019. I'm predicting that we'll have a 6 to 10 time growth. Again, just what other companies have done, 6 to 10 time growth, which could mean $300-400 million, maybe more, in just 1 year, which will be skyrocket, vertical growth, right? Next year, 600-800 million. The next year, $1 billion plus, right? So, what Dave is doing is preparing right now for that growth. You can't wait until it happens in order for you to be prepared for that growth. And so he went out and found 125,000 square foot facility, right real close to our existing building. And so they're transitioning into that building and building inventory and doing all of those things. So that's the reason the 3 companies that I experienced this growth in, I made millions of dollars in each one of those companies. So the future looks awesome. Here it is, 15 to 50 million. That's where we were. This is where we're going to end up. 233% growth. If we grow from 50 to 400 million, that's 700% growth. I just told you we went from 700,000 a month to 7 million a month, 900% growth in just that year, right? And 2021, 400 to 800 million, 100% growth. Folks, companies don't usually grow like this. If this was a publicly traded company and we knew that this was going to happen, you buy as much stock as you can buy. You buy as much stock as you can buy. And what I'm telling you here is you can take advantage of it, but you build an organization as fast as you can build it, as large as you can build it, as quickly as you can build it, and you don't waste any time whatsoever. So 25% growth, here's 4-year growth of over 1,900%. I mean, that's crazy, 1,900%. So the future is awesome. Here are our products. Our products are people. We're in the people business. We're in the people business because we're in the business of lifting people up, putting more money in their pocket, putting a smile on their face, whether they're in Africa or Micronesia, or like in Maui, or in Dallas, or in Arkansas, or in North Carolina, or wherever in the world a person happens to be, they can be part of the Valentus team. So if you're anywhere in the world, you're lucky, right? You can be part of the team. We got about 20 products. I'm going to stay focused on one over here, the Slim Roast Optimum. Awesome, all natural, dark roast coffee, patented, exclusive to us. I want you to go to valentusproducts.com and you can investigate all the other products. There again, they're awesome. I mean, I use a bunch of them. The 24/7 carb product, I use that. I use the Max. I use the Canine Max. I use the Trim product. I mean, incredible product. I use the Detox product. So go take a look at the products. I want to let you hear from a couple of people that are using the product.
Hi, this is Scott. I live in Tacoma, Washington. Weight loss coffee? That's right. People all over the world are getting super excited about the results they're having, and it all started with the 6-day experience sample pack.
I've been on it 35 days, and I'm down 21 pounds.
Just me, myself, I've lost 5 pounds in less than a week. People across the board are having results.
There is nobody who isn't getting amazing results. I've lost 10 pounds in 12 days.
I'm down 28 pounds now. I made like $3,500 my first month in the business.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm down 11 pounds in 10 days.
I have now lost 36 pounds and 5 inches. In 90 days, I have made just over $10,000.
Started drinking 1 cup of Optimum the week of Thanksgiving, and over the holidays to date, I have lost 12 pounds and I have made $5,400 in this awesome company.
So incredibly excited. I got to tell you, I lost 7.5 pounds in 14 days. The laser focus that it has given me is it's been incredible.
Wow, that was amazing. Coffee with benefits cheaper than Starbucks. $20 to your front door lets you experience the focus, the energy, and overall mood enhancement of Slim Roast Optimum. To find out more about the 6-day experience sample pack,
folks, that's it. I mean, that's how it all started. I started sending out a few samples to some people. They got the same results, and they started coming into the business, and it just continued to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. But this coffee is unlike anything else I've ever looked at in my 30 years in this industry, because it doesn't do what most weight loss products do. Most weight loss products amp you up, try to speed up your metabolism. This product works neurologically. Let me show you a very short video that kind of explains what it does.
Introducing another innovative product from Valentus. Slim Roast Optimum Dark Roast Coffee. A great tasting neurologic coffee for optimum performance. Slim Roast Optimum is your logical daily solution to weight management. It's weight management with a neurological purpose. What if your brain had the ability to block unhealthy cravings? It doesn't matter if you've failed in your weight loss efforts in the past. You can do it this time by crushing your cravings. Your appetite is controlled by your cravings, and these cravings are controlled by your brain. Slim Roast Optimum helps everyone make smarter choices by blocking unhealthy craving signals in the brain. This uniquely formulated neurologic system is a Valentus Slim Roast Optimum exclusive. These neurologic nutrients nourish and reset brain receptor sites responsible for alertness, memory, focus, feeling full, metabolic functions, emotional balance, crave and hunger triggers, and much more. For the first time, you'll be able to crush your cravings while increasing your energy. Your body will learn to metabolize fat into energy while helping it regulate blood sugar. Slim Roast Optimum makes it easy to maintain a good mood, stay focused, and keep you going. By drinking Slim Roast Optimum Dark Roast Coffee, you are in control. And the best part is, it tastes great. Sip some today.
You know, feeling full. I mean, that's one of those things, right? People always overeat because it takes your brain a little while to tell your stomach that you're full. I'm full all the time. Now some people might say, well, you're full of it. I used to be able to sit down and eat a 16-ounce steak, baked potato, salad, vegetables, bread, everything else, and then walk away from there and have to collapse on the couch and go to sleep for a little while. But now I can eat, I can barely eat a fraction of what I used to be able to eat because, again, my brain is telling my stomach, hey, you don't have to eat that much. You're already full, so just, take it easy and just eat light. But I've had people who have drank the coffee while they're on vacation. A good friend of mine in Dallas, Texas, who went on vacation, was drinking beer and, doing all kinds of guy things. And he came back, he'd lost 5 pounds. He said, how in the world is that possible? But it's possible. So hopefully you're ready to get started. Hopefully you've got enough information that I've just given you in order for you to make a decision and get started, because a new, different, more exciting life can start for you right now. If it's going to be, it's going to be up to you, right? You got to go out with the old and in with the new. As you see, I like Lamborghinis, but I like anything fast. Anyway, there's lots of ways to get started. There's one best way. The best way is the Business Builder Pack. And I recommend that everybody buy the 350 samples. Some people like to just buy 16 canisters of 30 scoops, and that's great. I like the individual servings because they're easily sampled, right? You can give them away. You can do all kinds of things with them. And it maximizes the compensation plan. So I'm not going to go into a training on the compensation plan. I'll show you a website. You can go get all that done. But it maximizes the compensation plan. So if you're going to do the work, you might as well get paid the most amount of money. So other ways to get started, I don't recommend it because you don't maximize, you don't participate in the legacy bonus or the global enrollment bonus pool, which are both critical. Here's how we get paid. 7 ways to get paid. That is if you buy the Business Builder Pack. Retail commissions, fast start bonuses, legacy bonuses only available with the Business Builder Pack, dual team, which is awesome. That's that 100,000 a week. Can you just repeat that a couple of times? 100,000 a week, 100,000 a week. I mean, that's pretty awesome. A matching bonus on the people you refer and they refer and they refer and they refer through 7 levels of people, right? So lots of that. Global bonus pool, again, only available to the Business Builder package buyers. And then a car bonus that starts at Diamond and goes on up to $3,000. My car bonus right now is paying for a new Range Rover, which is pretty cool. Here's the average monthly incomes and the ranks. When you start with the Business Builder package, you start at a Ruby rank, and then you work yourself up. So diamond, there you see the income, about $3,000 to 6,000. Double, 7,500 to 12,000. Triple, 15 to 30. I hit triple last October, trying to get to the next hurdle, and getting closer. It's just a matter of time. I mean, it's just really a matter of time. You see, I came to Valentus with an advantage. I came with 30 years of experience, but I started just like everybody else did. I bought a business builder pack and started with my first person, and started from there. I'll show you that in a little bit. I want you to pay close attention to this 3x3. And certainly I'm not saying that I only want you to sponsor and enroll 3 people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you enrolled your first 3 people and they bought a business builder pack and then everybody else did exactly the same thing, this is the scenario that you would see over the course of 7 months. Now, we know it's not a perfect world and it probably won't work out like this, but if everybody did this, you put in your 3, you put 2 on one leg, 1 on the other team, and you earned your first cycle bonus. You see, when the computer sees 200 volume on one side and 100 volume on the other side, it spins off a $20 check. Now, a $20 check doesn't seem like much, but remember what I said? Up to 100,000 a week. So that's 5,000 of those cycles. Now it's considerable amount of money. So those 2 people go get their 3, right? And then these 2 people move over here and are purchasing their loyalty purchase. They're consuming products, right, that they love. And like I said, I'm going to continue drinking that coffee for the rest of my life. Then here we are, go in the 3rd month. Those 6 get their 3. These 8 move to that month. You're creating more volume, right? So you've got 13 cycles. You made a whole $260. And I'm going to talk about this legacy bonus over here in just a second. There's the 4th month. Again, it's just that 3, who got 3, who got 3. Here we go into the 7th month. You've got 2,187 people that just joined your team that month, 7th month, right? And you cranked out 1,098 cycles. So you made right at $22,000. But you see, when people buy a business builder package, there's a $100 legacy bonus that is paid out. It's paid out to somebody. It's either paid out to your upline or it's paid out to you. And so, if this scenario was built with your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd person, then all of those legacy bonuses that you see there would be paid to your sponsor. Your sponsor would be very happy and very appreciative. And the legacy component is a large part of my check and everybody else's check. But if you built this with your 4th, 5th, and 6th person that joined you, that you personally enrolled, that bought a business builder package, these legacy bonuses would be paid to you, and you would be the happy camper. Your sponsor would still be ecstatic because you'd be making money and they'd be making volume. So either way, it's a win-win-win situation. So great model to kind of look at. Here's what's happened to me. $724 was my first check, right? It was all my efforts. You see, I cycled 7 times. I made a whole $140, right? My match was a whole $4. I had no legacy because I hadn't done that yet, right? A year later, my check is over $11,000 for the week. Again, fast start bonuses from things that I've done. My binary or my dual team is 400 cycles. That's $8,000 for the week. My match is up to almost $2,000, and my legacy bonus is $1,100. So, I have to tell you, I worked harder for the 724 than I did for the 11.2, because back here I had no people, I had no leverage. Here I have lots of leverage, right? I've got lots of people all over the globe. So almost $125,000 for the first year's income. Not bad, just getting started. So You know, Business from Home magazine keeps track of income earners. And I just want to show you that there's a few Valentus people in here, right? Number 19 in the industry, John. And, you know, John is knocking it out of the park. You know, he's paid his dues. He's 5 years now with Valentus. Rick Jarrell's, again, number 237 in the industry. Of all the millions of people in the industry, right? $110,000 a month, thereabouts, 130. These figures are a little bit low. Dr. G, he's knocking it out of the park. We both started about the same time. He's making more money than I am. So he's winning the race right now. So I've got to work harder. Karen Ford, 45,000. Great. I mean, you see what's happening. And as we go into the next cycle, you know, this next momentum, then you're going to see hundreds, if not thousands of millionaires that are going to be created. You just got to step up to the plate and want it bad enough. You know, here's what's happened to me: 3,000 a month in June of 2018, 33,000 June of 2019, 1,000% growth in my check. Why is that? Because the company grew 900%, right? Rick's income went from 9,000 a month in May of 2018 to 128,000 May of 2019. 1,322% growth. Absolutely fantastic. So here's a question for you. Hope you're ready for it. If there was a chance that a $600 investment in 10, 12, 15 hours a week part-time effort over the next course of the next 3 to 5 years could produce a 6 or 7 figure annual income, is that something you'd be interested in doing? I ask people that question all the time. So I'm asking you, is that something you'd be interested in doing? You know, if it is, then we need to get started, right? Because if not now, when? When are you going to change? What's going to be different, right? A lot of people expect different results, but they continue to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Folks, that's insanity. You know, that is really the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same things over and over and over again and expecting different results. So if not Valentus, then what? When are you going to find another company? I've only found 3 companies, and out of all the companies that I've been part of, this is the best opportunity I've ever seen in my 30-year career. So you can take it from me that if you miss this one, the likelihood of you finding another one like this one is going to be slim to none. Slim to none. So where do you see yourself? An A, B, or C, or a D, right? A, B, C, or D. A is, hey, just turn me loose. I'm ready to get started. Got all my questions answered. I've got some money. I'm ready to go. I want to do something different. I know that right now is the time to get started, so just turn me loose. Hey, B, I got some questions. Let's get those out of the way, and I'm ready to get started. So, you know, let's get those questions answered. You know, the other C and D is, hey, I don't think it's for me. I'm really not that kind of person. You know, I kind of enjoy my job, and, you know, hopefully they'll give me a raise one of these days. Or, you know, I think I'll just be a customer. I think I'll just be a customer. And I have a lot of people start like that until all their friends start asking them, how in the world are you losing all that weight? Are you okay? You know, they see the weight melting off of them. And, you know, their first reaction is, are you okay? You know, a friend of mine in California just dropped 60 pounds, right? 285 to now 250 or 255. And that's what he's getting. He said if somebody, a police officer stops him and looks at his driver's license and looks at him, they'll think it's a different person. I mean, that's how much he's changed, right? So, and then they come into the business. Hey, it's all about having fun, making money, and helping people. If you buy the Business Builder Package, Marshall Silver will give you 2 tickets to his Turning Point seminar. I've been, lots of other people on the team have been. They are awesome. It's 3 days of awesome information. The next ones are going to be over on the East Coast, and then The next one's in October and November on the West Coast. They're usually in Vegas. I'm sure he'll have another one in Vegas before the year. You know, you can go to silver, SYLVER.com/TP for Turning Point and watch the videos, look at everything. I mean, this is an amazing offer for a small investment on your part. In fact, the tickets are very expensive. The other thing that we'll do is I'll give you a $500 travel savings code. This is an awesome product. You know, it's given to us by the largest privately owned all membership only travel portal that has over 58 million members in it. And they've got better prices than Expedia, Priceline, and all the rest of them. You might think you're getting a good deal, but you're not until you look at these prices. So you can go to TravelSavingsDollars.com and take the test drive and just go and compare. I'll give you a $500 travel voucher just for buying that business builder package. So lots of things going on. We've got calls happening right now. I know we've got a Mexico webinar, a Zoom that just started. Our next big event is in Orlando, Florida on the 5th, 6th, 7th of September. Got to be there. Got to be there, right? Still time to be diamond by the time you get to September, right, and get to that event. And that would be the best thing to do. So if you want to get to diamond, make sure that you reach out to me through your enroller, right, through the person that invited you on to hear this information so I can help you. So some websites that I'm going to give you. You can jot them down. I'll leave them up here. But, you know, IamTeamValentus.com, great site. You can learn all about the compensation plan and everything else. There's the TravelSavingsDollars.com and learn all about that. Go to FBTestimonials.info, FBTestimonials.info. That's a redirect to our Facebook page where there's now over 35,000 members on. And it's a public page. You can see all the people posting their pictures and testimonials of, you know, how great the product has worked for them. I saw one the other day. A woman had just lost 222 pounds. She lost somebody my size, right? When I was the biggest that I was. She lost that much, a whole person. Then you can go to ValentusCalls.com. And if you have insomnia some night and don't know what to do, television's no good, go search YouTube, look for myself and Rocky, and sit down and watch some videos. We'd appreciate it. You'll learn something, and we post all of those things up there. So, hey, I'm going to flip back over to these websites, wherever in the world they are. There they are, and let you copy those down. So with that, thanks for joining me here this evening. Sorry I ran a little long, but I wanted you to make sure you got all the information so you could make an intelligent decision. So with that, God bless everybody. Thanks for joining me here this evening. I'm going to shut the recording off and I'll end the meeting.